The Nils are on tour promoting their brand new debut LP on one of those Slash records. It's Profile and Rock Hotel records, I believe. And the Nils have been around for 10 years now. With me is Carlos and Alex Soria, the brothers in the team.
Yeah.
Now, you've been around for 10 years, finally got a record deal. Was it kind of frustrating to go through the 10 years and see other bands getting signed that you felt you were better than?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It's a difference between Canada and the States, right? Things are a lot slower up there, and there's not as much happening as far as college radio and companies signing young bands up. You know, they usually sign things up like Bryan Adams and Corey Hart, stuff like that. So they're not interested in young bands like us.
Now, everything I hear about the Nils, I also hear the two words Sex Pistols. Here you are in 1977 when they came out. You're a teenager. What kind of impact did the Sex Pistols have on you?
Well, that's it. We were sitting around that week. They were on tour, and they were on TV every night, right, for 1 week. And music I started listening to. Kind of. It's the first album we bought, and we figured, wow, look at these crazy guys. You know, they got on TV and stuff. That's what we wanted to do. You know, be in a band that could basically do what they were doing, see the world for free, you know, and stuff like that. Plus, the rock and roll they were playing was great at the time. You know, there was not that many good bands. There was like Queen and Wings and stuff like that, and that's not what we wanted to do, right?
Now, your first LP, you have a very big name producer. It's Spedding. He's worked with Laurie Anderson and Brian Ferry and Jerry Harrison and
Townsend, Jack Bruce. He produced the first Sex Pistols demo.
Did you find him or did he find you?
He called us at our house. His manager called us and said that he'd be more than willing to do it, which is a great honor for us. I mean, we totally freaked when we heard that, and he showed us a lot in the studio. You know, he didn't tell us what to do. He just saw that we were younger than he was, and he tried to explain things how they worked for us. We were pretty green when it came to, we'd never done an album before, so.
What was it like finally going into the studio or the first time?
It was pretty scary because we recorded it in New York, which is a pretty hectic city compared to Montreal and stuff, and there we were with this big famous person, you know, who's supposed to be in charge of us. But, you know, it took 2 or 3 days to get used to it, and then it was like smooth sailing.
Right, I understand back in 85 or 86 you were playing a gig in New York with a couple of the Circle Jerks and Scum, and I guess you got your new drummer that night.
Yeah.
How'd that come about?
Well, he was playing in the first band, and we had asked him to play on the album because at the time we didn't have a drummer, so we figured just play on the album and we'll find a drummer after, you know, because we wanted to at least have good drums on the album. But after the show, things went so well, he just said, no way am I going to leave this, you know. Pretty silly thing to do.
Defect his band,
right after he played? Defected, yeah. That's why they're really mad at us now. Sorry, guys, you know.
So how is this first tour going for you?
Great. It's pretty, it's a tough thing to be opening band for such a big band because most people come see them, right? Some people have heard about us, but not, you know, they get a bigger push compared to the push we get. But still, it's a challenge, right? And you make new fans every time you play, right? Sure. And then most of the shows have been like sold out, so at least, you know, you're guaranteed that people are going to see you. And if they haven't bought the album, they'll like the show, they'll go buy it, right?